Hey everybody, it's Andy, aka Max Rider. Here we are. Spring has finally sprung in North Carolina. It's actually nice out, which is good. Matter of fact, this back door right here. Oh, light. Welcome to another episode of Minecraft 1.5 Let's Play with Max Rider. Yay! We're gonna do a little short building video today, and I'm gonna tell you a heart-rending story of my life. What is in the box? What could it be? Hey, dog. Oh, wait a minute. Before we do that, let's check the dogs. I've been sending the puppies out here to the kennel, and let's see how... Ah, yes. They're doing well. They are not despawning. Surprising, and that's good. I do not have my... I don't have my timer set up, but I'm noting the time, and here's what's in the box. Yes, we're going to make another storage area. Scody Arbitas, who you can find in a link to his YouTube channel in the description, made a silo, and I came to the realization, just not very long ago actually, that I'm running out of room, at least as far as crops and stuff go, and I do enjoy harvesting crops, so I figured we should add a little silo to this barn. Now, it's going to be a solid structure, so we're going to make it out of stone brick. I liked Scody's and the size of his, but unfortunately to build one that big would make the barn look little. So I'm going to go for a much smaller design instead, and it's going to be a little less traditional. Damn it. Stupid shovel broke. I feel like making another one. And I thought I would tell you all about my second love. Now we're using jungle wood because I have 10 tons of it. So the floors are going to be jungle wood for this one. And you know what? She wasn't really my love. She was a crush who eventually knew about it. Let me tell you about Sandra. Let's see, it must have been, I've actually written a note here. It was 1992 when we met after I did the play Big River. She was very sweet, and I met her when a bunch of us got together after the play had been done for a while, and my friend Kelvin... Oh, that's not going to work. Yeah, there's no use putting a door there if it's going to just... Well, you know what? We can still put the door there. Anyway, my friend Kelvin brought his friend Sandra, and she was very pretty and very sweet, and we hit it off immediately. I had kind of... there had been a couple other women between Cindy, who dumped me in 1992, and her. But they weren't really relationships. They were more, how to put this? Very brief encounters. I guess that's how we'll put it. Anyway, Sandra was really sweet, and we got chatting. We chatted away quite a bit, and it was a lot of fun. I had a great time that evening. And she mentioned to me that she loved weddings. She loved going to weddings. And those of you in the know are going to realize my huge mistake here coming up. The next time I got invited to a wedding, I gave her a call, and I invited her to come with me. And yes, I know, that's... Wow, why do I have so many sticks? We're going to need more than this anyway. So I invited her to the wedding of my brother's best friend, Morgan. You know what, we can... Alright, for now we're going to just do this. Anyway, to my surprise and delight, she said yes. She was so pretty. She had short, cut, blonde hair. I think it was dyed, but that's okay. She had some Irish in her, so she had these adorable freckles, especially when she would get sun. She would get these just lovely little freckles. And she met me in my apartment in Greensboro, and we drove from there to Fayetteville, North Carolina, where the wedding was, and went to the wedding, stayed with my folks while we were there. Oh, wow, that was such a great weekend. Now, when I'm really tired, sometimes, it hasn't happened in a while, my depth perception can go. Things that are close up look far away. They're in perfect focus, but they just look like they're a ways away. And things that are far away look like they're close up. It's really strange. I don't know if it's just me or if other people have had the same issues or what. but it happens once in a while, and I was really tired after having driven all day, and then gone to the wedding and everything else. I was just exhausted, and we're sitting on my bed upstairs in my bedroom, my old bedroom, chatting. My folks were downstairs. Oh, good. No. My folks were downstairs somewhere, so we're sitting in the bed chatting, and my eyesight suddenly went kind of flonky. I should just make it more. This thing's going to be taller. It's got to be taller than the barn, which won't be too hard, actually. I'm going to need more. Okay, let me pause the video here real quick, and I'm going to go get some more stone bricks. And we're back. Thanks for waiting. What did I get? I got stone bricks. That's what I needed. Anyway, so we're up in my room, sitting on my bed, and my eyes defocused, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. There's probably a technical term for it. I don't know what it could be. And I told her what was going on. I said, oh, wow, that doesn't, because it didn't happen very often, just every once in a while. And I told her, and she leans forward and she says, so do I look far away? And I said, yeah. And she leans back, and I said, now you look close. And she goes, and she leaned forward again. And I said, yep, you look far away again. And then she leaned in and kissed me. And it was an amazingly romantic moment, I thought. And it was a delightful kiss, and we kissed for a little while. And then I got, I'm so stupid, I hate myself sometimes. I got nervous that my folks were going to come up, and it would have been embarrassing for me to have been caught kissing there. So we moved to the living room, and then kissed just a little more, and then I just held her for a while. And in retrospect, I'm wondering if she saw that as rejection, as I don't want to kiss you anymore, which it certainly wasn't. In any case, we had a nice breakfast with her the next morning, and had a fun drive home. And we saw each other a few more times. Unfortunately, the next time I went up and visited her down in Charlotte, she was going to UNC Charlotte, University of North Carolina, Charlotte. She acted, I don't know, she was kind of standoffish, like she didn't want me there. So I was unsure how she felt, and gosh, I really, really liked her. In the meantime, and we stayed friends. In the meantime, I dated some other women whom I had some amazingly strong feelings for, but my feelings never really changed for her, for Sandra. And then it was in April of 1994. She called me up out of the blue. She was from Greensboro. I was living in Greensboro at the time, and her folks lived in Greensboro. So while she was going to UNC Charlotte, she would occasionally come home. We had gone out on a couple little nothing dates, unfortunately, during that time. I was not aggressive when it came to kissing, and with her, I don't know. It was just, she was immensely special to me, and I would get all shy around her and not act like myself. I hate that about myself. So anyway, she called me up in April of 1994, and before, whenever we'd been together, I had been nervous and uptight, and unfortunately was probably trying to act in a way that I thought she wanted me to act, as opposed to just being myself. Hold on, I gotta count. Sorry. And I even messed up that, so I would stress about that, worry about that, be like, well, what should I say here, what should I do here, blah blah blah. I mean, it was very unhealthy. And when she called in April, I dated a couple other women that I really, really cared about. What am I going to top this thing with? Let's take a look and see how it looks from down there. So this time I said to myself, you know, this is so stupid. I'm just going to be myself. I like this girl. I've never stopped liking her. I need a cue from a distance. It's not done yet. But I'm wondering if I should go much higher, because it is much taller than the barn. I think we'll go high enough to make that another floor. And I think we're going to do just a plain red wooden roof. Something nice and simple. I got to put a door down here. Anyway, so this night I said, you know what, screw it. I'm just being myself. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to try not to be shy and stupid about it. And, I mean, it worked. I was myself for a change. This is making me nervous. And we had a nice conversation. She had just started dating somebody. And somehow it came up, and I told her, you know, I still love you. I still have these strong, super strong feelings for you. And then she felt bad. She was like, well, does it bother you that I talk about other guys and stuff? And I said, no, Sandra, you're my friend first, and I don't want my feelings for you to mess up that friendship. I've probably said that to a dozen women since then, who all obviously rejected me. But it's true, and I really, really cared for her so much. Oh my gosh, you guys would not believe how strongly my feelings were for this woman. She was remarkable. And so anyway, we had one of the best conversations that we had ever had, maybe the best conversation that we'd ever had, because I was being honest for a change instead of being all uptight and stupid. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. In any case, she was going back to UNC Charlotte the next day. She actually was going to be graduating in a couple weeks. Oh, mistake. So you can probably all see where the story's going a little bit. It was the best conversation I'd ever had with her. It just made me feel more and more like a person with her, as opposed to this guy who was like, oh, I like you so much, or whatever. And in any case, she told me, and I asked her about that one weekend where she had been so standoffish, and it seemed like she had not wanted me around. And she said, we'll talk. She kind of promised me that we would talk. Wow, this is really hard. It's harder than I thought it was going to be to talk about. She was killed the next day in a car accident. On her way back to UNCG, she crossed the median and went head into a semi. I don't know if she fell asleep at the wheel. She had just gotten this newish car that was, whoops, that's wrong. Had a cruise control. I really hated cruise controls for a while after that. Killed instantly. It was unbelievable to me. I actually didn't believe it. And I ended up going to the funeral home and seeing her body before they cremated her. In any case, just weird, just awful. She was going to graduate from college in 2 weeks. She had her whole life ahead of her. She had just everything to look forward to. And she was talented seamstress. She was talented. I don't know if I like that or not. She was wonderful. There's a piece up there that's not supposed to be up there. Let's go back up. So anyway, her mom called me a few weeks later and invited me over for tea, and I went and visited, and she asked, because it turns out that I was probably one of the last people to talk to Sandra. I might have been the last person to talk to her that night before she died, and asked if she had said anything about suicide and that kind of thing. They were worried that... They were worried. And she hadn't. She had been looking forward to graduation. She'd been looking forward to... I think she was interning as a seamstress or something to that effect for one of the North Carolina theaters. She had everything, just everything to look forward to. She was, her whole life just out ahead of her, and at the age of, I think she was 22, but I can't remember. I don't remember when her birthday was. It's written down somewhere. Everything's written down. Anyway, we weren't a couple. We were never a couple, but I did love her dearly, and so I kind of consider her my second love. And she knew about it, so it wasn't like, whoops, I wasn't some creepy guy who, you know what? I can make a ton of chests. Screw it. We're gonna make a ton of chests. I wasn't just a creepy guy with crush. Once you tell somebody the crush, it's not really a crush anymore, right? I mean, the situation isn't any different, but at the same time, you're not just crushing, you're actually... I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you all have heard more than you want to of this story. In any case, I'll never forget her. She's actually the one who got me started. This is going to sound stupid, too. I keep a kissing list. I know every person that I am willing to go as far as to kiss, to share myself that intimately with, which I consider kisses intimate sharing. Anyone I'm willing to do that for, you know what? We should put a little hole in the top somewhere. Oh, no, we can't. Oh, well. No. Should be a way to get to the roof. Yes. Anyone that I'm willing to share myself with that intimately. And I kissing is, oh wow, ooh, there's no place really to go up here. And it is awfully high. Yeah, we're gonna have to put oh, yeah, it's lit on top. Hold on. Anyway, anyone that I'm willing to be that intimate with, I want to remember. I do not want to forget. Ever in my life. So, where's my... Oh, there it is. So, she had told me that she had kept a kissing list ever since high school. We're going to need a door. And we're going to need trapdoors. And I thought it was really cool, so I wrote down the very few names that I had. Oh, dang it. That's not... That doesn't... I don't like that at all. Well, I guess I could put... Yeah, we could do that. It'll look a little off from the inside, but that's okay. It's just a silo. It's built as it has to be built. Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever come out here. It's just a little much. Okay, anyway. So I started keeping a kissing list. There's not many people on it. Eventually I will talk about it a little bit more, and y'all will get that information probably because, you know, it's my life. Sandra was the 5th on the kissing list, and y'all have already heard about the two of the others, and maybe someday I will tell you about the other two on that list so far. No, that's not all. No, that's not the only girls on the list. No, really, there are other girls on this list. Women, I should say, because they were all women. Okay, so there it is. I don't think I'm going to light the exterior. I mean, nothing can spawn up there, so... What time is it? Ooh, this has been 20 minutes, which is plenty long enough. So there it is. Kind of simple. Not great looking, but... I think it'll do. Let's see how it looks from the house. That was a harder story than the last one I told. So anyway, Sandra was amazingly special to me. I think she cared about me. One of the things that her mom said to me was that she cared about me a lot, and that I was one of those people who had kind of stayed in her life. A lot of people, I guess, a lot of the men came and went, but I was one who had been there for... I'd known her for 2 years, and she was amazingly special to me. And I miss her. It makes you wonder what her life could have been like. Could have been great, I bet. Oh, anyway, sorry guys. This has been kind of a way too serious one, and they're just supposed to be kind of funny and silly, so... I will have better stories next time, happier stories. But, that's it. Oh, oof. So there you go, YouTube. I've opened my soul to you. Be gentle with it. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate everybody who's watched. I appreciate my subscribers, you guys. Thank you. Y'all are great. And thanks for watching. I will talk to y'all next time.